Hey everybody, today I want to talk about tips for first home buyers. As you know, I recently bought my first home, so I want to share with you what I went through, what I've learned, and hopefully it can help you should you decide to go down that path, alright? So the first thing you want to do is get your finances in order. Work on your credit score. That will help you because your credit score will determine the interest rate you may get, the type of loan, things like that. And that's very important because you don't want a huge debt, you know? You also want to make sure you have money for down payment, closing costs, inspection fees, little things that may come up. And down payment, it depends. If it's your first home, usually they don't require one, but if it's not, they may require like a 5%. And the thing about down payment is that usually they want you to do, no minimum down payment, but then if you do less than 20% of the loan, you will have what is called a private mortgage insurance, PMI, and that is an extra charge to your mortgage that you will pay every month until you get to 20% of your total loan. So let's say your loan is for $300,000. Once you do 20% of that PMI goes away and you are left just paying your regular mortgage payments. This is important because if you have 20% to put down for the loan, you won't have to make those payments. But then, you may think if that's all you have, then what about, furnishing your home or other little projects that may come up? Those are the things you need to think about and understand. So get your credit score in order, figure out your finances, how much you have for a down payment, and if it's worth to put 20 or less than that. And if it's less than 20, will you be okay with the PMI, which is the private mortgage insurance? When making your payments for your loan, I suggest that it's always good to make extra payments just to the principal, because that way you will pay off your mortgage sooner and you will pay less interest. It's all about the interest. You don't want to be paying interest like for the 30 years of your loan. That'll be a lot. Second point will be get a trustworthy agent and loan officer, because these people will know your life, your social, your bank accounts. They will see everything and they will help you understand and guide you hopefully the right way. They won't put you in too expensive of a home that you will be like this. You want to tell them, hey, this is what I want to pay monthly after everything is said and done. Hopefully something they are comfortable with and that you can make extra payments, because like I said, that will help you long run. Alright, third point, understanding the market. Right now it's a seller's market. Houses will come on the market and they will be gone by the next day. The seller have the advantage. They could list it for, let's say, $360, and then they will get offers and the price will go up. You have to understand that and be mindful of that. If a house is listed for X amount of money, be prepared to pay somewhat more, like 5,000 more, 10, maybe even 20. Depends how much you want that house. It brings me to point number 4, location, floor plan. So this is how it's gonna happen. You see a house and you go, you walk around there, you see everything, you open drawers, you wanna turn on the appliances, that way you know they're working. You wanna look at as much as you can, because if you do like that house, you're gonna make an offer. Your agent will let you know how much you should do, over or under, depending on whether the house has offers, how long it's been on the market, things like that. And then usually has a deadline that the seller has to agree on the offer, because let's say you put an offer for this house and the seller wants to take their sweet time to look at it. Well, you may lose on an opportunity on another house. So that's why there's a deadline. Let's say you put the offer today and you give them until 2 p.m. tomorrow. After 2 p.m. tomorrow, you are free to walk away. You are no longer required to buy that house because you told them until 2. Now you can go look at other houses. So now, tips for getting your offer accepted. You can offer money over the appraised value. Let's say the house is put on the market for $350 and you really love the house, and you tell your agent, you know what, let's offer them $10,000 over the appraised value. That means now the house is $360. When the bank comes, if the seller accepts the offer and the bank is gonna do an appraisal to make sure that the house is worth that, the bank will tell you, no, this house is worth $350 only, not $360. So now out of pocket you have to pay that $10,000. So that's what you have to be ready for. And that $10,000 doesn't go towards the down payment, nothing like that. Back to my point 1, get your finances ready, because these are the things you have to play with. How much money besides my down payment can I offer to make my offer appealing and juicy? And let's say you can offer to pay up to $3,000 of repairs. So that may be a good offer for the seller to be like, you know what, let me just give them the house. Anything over $3,000, then the seller will have to give you. Another thing you can do is you can offer to pay their closing costs. So like I told you, you have your closing cost as a buyer, seller has closing costs too. So you may want to tell them, hey, just sell me the house, I'll cover your closing costs. That may be appealing to them. And another thing that may be good is not having a contingency. What this means is, if you already own a house and you are going to get a new house, but the only way to get it is by first selling yours, that may take time, because now you have to sell your house, wait for all that paperwork, that money to come through to be able to pay for this house. So when you have a contingency, it may not be appealing for the seller, especially in a market like this, but it may work as well. So luckily I didn't have any of that, so it just makes it easier. Less paperwork, less waiting waiting around. That's it. Those are my 4 points plus tips. Thank you for coming. I hope this helps you. Save it and share with your friends if they need to know about these things. If you have any more questions, keep on DMing me about it, and whenever I have time, I will be more than glad to share my knowledge with you. All right? Have a great day. Be well. Be safe. I love you all. Mwah.